Hey, come through, just you or your crew. I just want to tell you about some news you could use. It's the All Black Matters Podcast. Hey. Okay, guys, so before I get into this episode, I got to tell you guys about this amazing app that I found for podcasters. If you are interested in podcasting, never had a podcast before, know nothing about podcasting, I'm telling you, you want to download this app. It's called the Anchor app. Now, the Anchor app has literally everything you could ever need to build your podcast for absolutely $0. I am not joking. It's literally what I use to record my podcast every week. If you are at all interested in getting into the game, you want resources, you want to be able to record with friends, you want to be able to have all the things that you need basically as a starter kit, you want to download this app. Just go to anchor.fm and get started. Guys, you're going to thank me later, I'm telling you. Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to another episode of the All Black Matters Podcast. I'm your girl, Rivka. You already know how we do over here. I am so excited to get into this episode today. I got a good one for y'all. Got a good one. For y'all. Got a good one. Hey. I'm always dancing and singing. But today I wanted to have a really honest conversation with you guys about self-care. Guys, I mean, I don't know about y'all, but this quarantine season, I have been going through it, child. Like, I had a whole plan about, like, how I was going to be doing certain things and exercising and, having time to myself and making sure that I was making vision boards and just, like, a whole bunch of things that I wanted to do that I felt like I needed to do to take care of me. And I don't know where it got messed up, but between mourning and being, frustrated because of, social outcries and things that are happening and being in quarantine and then not being in quarantine because now I'm an essential worker. Like it's just been a whirlwind. And I feel like along the way, my self-care has gone straight out the damn window. I don't know about y'all, but I was like, you know what? We need to talk about this because I feel like I've spoken to some friends of mine and they have been experiencing the same thing. And I'm like, what is going on? There are people in quarantine who are making the most out of it. And I feel like when I first started, I was one of those people, I started the pod. I was, on top of my daily stretching. I probably even said it in some of the episodes, daily stretching, getting into my just remembering what I want to do with my life and putting my energy into researching those things and all these beautiful things that we talk about. And I don't know, along the way with me having to make money and, money not coming in and also just a lot of different other factors, I feel like I got sidetracked. And I don't know, I'm here now and I'm like, okay, I need to work my way back to self-care, to managing my schedule and making sure that I am making the optimal time or maximizing my experience every day, if that makes sense. I just thought it was something that's really important. And what's funny is that this whole resurgence of resources for Black individuals and Black culture and, just things that, Black businesses and things of that sort has kind of reminded me that I have not been doing too much self-care lately. It's so crazy to me. I don't know, for me, it was something that I was just oh shit, it's you realize it and you kind of know, in the back of your mind, kind of oh, I'm not doing the things that I could be doing to kind of center myself and kind of make sure that I'm not just kind of moving around. But at the same time, you kind of just keep doing it. You know what I mean? You just kind of keep on going and doing and making money and making sure this person is taken care of and making sure that struggle is, getting advocacy and all of these things. And then it's whoa, wait, hold on. You had to go here. You thought about this before and you're not doing it, So I don't know if anybody else is in the same boat as me, but that's the boat that I've been in for the past, I would say, a few weeks now. And if I'm going to be honest, if I'm going to be real with myself, I would say the past few weeks have been a bit rocky for me. Okay, it's been a bit rocky. However, there's hope. Now, this week's episode is probably not going to be the longest of episodes. I usually don't do really long episodes anyway, but I really just wanted to highlight some mental health resources and wellness resources, within our community that we can kind of go to because, as I said before, child, I have been deviating from the goal here. And so I just wanted to highlight some of our resources that we can go to in our community because if we're going to support anybody, it might as well be us, especially at a time like this. And some stuff that I found along the way and like just through socials and through like people posting and research too, and just a lot of different things, I kind of found these resources that I wanted to highlight because why not? And also I need it. So I'm going to be giving you guys updates as time goes on with some of these resources and telling you like how I feel about them after, using them for a while and stuff like that too. Some of these are places. So, I mean, I can't go to all of them, but I'm going to just let you guys know. So the first resource is called the Liberate Meditation app. So this app is the #1 meditation app for Black, Indigenous, and people of color communities. Basically, you can listen to dozens of guided meditations to ease anxiety, find gratitude, heal internalized racism and microaggressions, and celebrate Blackness. Ooh, for us, by us. I love that. I'm downloading it now, guys. So if you are in the same boat as me, child, and you need some just some zen time, some calm time with all of this going on, child, I would suggest you download it too. And the second resource is called Dive in Well, and it cultivates space, community, conversations, and change for a more equitable and accessible, my apologies, wellness industry. So this is really interesting because it's obviously a collective. I just look at it as a collective of Black people, empowering Black people about being well and about being, mentally healthy. So it's beautiful. They have a website. All of these are going to be linked in the description, guys, of this pod. So in case you're just like, I don't know, child, I don't know how to find that, I got you. So I would suggest exploring these things. They have events in there. Obviously right now events are kind of like, a little bit of a weird one, but these are all virtual events. I'm looking at the website now and they have a virtual event called Free Swim, and it's a virtual wellness webinar that offers guided mindfulness practice from our diverse group of community leaders. Oh, this is so nice. And they have like the pictures of the people. This is really cool, guys. So if you're interested in things like that, I would suggest that you go and check them out as well. Another resource that I came across, but I've heard of like so many times before, is called Therapy for Black Girls. Now, this is a resource that I think is really, really important, especially obviously for people of color and Black girls in particular. I know that they have a podcast. If you go to their website, you'll see all of the information. They have like a little community. They have like so many different resources that, just speaks to the Black experience as a woman. And I think that sometimes, we can do a lot of stuff for Black people in general, but Black women, I think obviously as a Black woman, I find that to be even more of like just a smile moment, just a little smile moment. I think it's really important for us to have our own little corner too, because there's certain things that are unique to our experience that, can be sometimes overlooked, sometimes. So yeah, I mean, that's a resource that you guys can check out and see all of the beautiful things that they offer there and get, to be a part of that. And then the last resource that I wanted to highlight, there's so many more, guys, and I'll have these links, as I said before. It's called the Nap Ministry. I just felt like this, resource is so amazing just because it's the one thing that, as adults, I feel like we don't do enough. Like, no one's napping enough. Like, you know what I mean? And I love the fact that these people have created an entire, business off of just educating people on how important it is for us to nap and why it's okay for us to nap and not to feel guilty. I just think it's amazing. They have their Instagram account is the Nap Ministry, and you guys can go check out. They just have a lot of resources, they have a lot of quotes and encouragements and other resources that you can, click the link tree in their bio and stuff and see the other things that they offer. It's a variety of stuff. It goes on forever. So if you guys are interested in just learning more about what the Nap Ministry even is and why it is important, you can, definitely check the link in my bio and all that good stuff. I know it sounds like I'm just plugging mad stuff, but honestly, I think it's important, especially for me. These are things that I'm looking into. These are things that I think will be important for me to implement in my day-to-day activity from now on, just because I can see how consumed I can get with things that I'm doing, whether that be for me or for other people. And when I say for me, I mean like working and things like that. So it's like, technically it's for you, but is it really for you? You know what I mean? Like, you just got to make money kind of thing. And you can get so wrapped up in the hustle and bustle of like life that you forget to take time out and just kind of like remember, like, why are you doing this? Remember, like, what this means to you. Remember what your core values are. Remember, like, you know, what's going to take you to the next place in life, and how you as a person, as an individual, not as the things around you, not as the material things, are going to get you there. So just little things like that where I'm like, child, you need to take a moment. You need to take a moment and just sometimes to just breathe, you know, and just be like, okay, I'm just not going to think about all this shit right now. I'm just going to chill out and just not even take all of this responsibility on. So outside of those resources, guys, like I said, I just wanted to give you guys encouragement, and like, because we all in this together, and there's no right or wrong way to navigate a time like this, because everything is so new as far as like quarantine and, you know, understanding what the new normal is and how those implications are going to affect your day-to-day activity and all this other stuff that, you know, can be so overwhelming at times. There's no right way to deal with it. There's no like, oh, you're doing it wrong, or you should be doing this, or et cetera, et cetera. And instead of just giving you guys, I have so many things like, you know, resources about, you know, these different aspects of life in the black culture and other things. I just kind of wanted to center the conversation around the thing that is affecting me the most, and I would assume would probably be affecting you as well. Because a lot of times, you know, we'll be dealing with the same thing in life and just not know it, you know, and just feel isolated and feel like, oh my gosh, like, you know, I'm going through this all alone. And it's like, no, everyone else is as well. So I wanted to make sure that this was a safe place. And that sounded really weird, but I'm serious. I'm not trying to be funny. Yeah, no, seriously. Like, I wanted this to be a safe place where we can just kind of like rant, do all that other stuff, but also like help each other to like be better humans and be better people on the inside and be whole on the inside, you know, like, so I'm hoping that these resources help you. I'm definitely gonna look into them for myself, child. And so if y'all not with it, I'm gonna be with it by myself, child. But if you do, you know, find these resources helpful, let me know. You know, always write me at All Black Matters Pod on Instagram, and obviously my email and everything is linked in the description of that email. So I mean, of that Instagram account. So yeah, that's pretty much the bulk of what I have for you guys today. Continue to tune in every week, because we gonna do this every week. It's gonna be casual. Sometimes it's gonna be a lot going on. Sometimes it's gonna be not so much going on. We just do what we do here. Feel me? Like, just do what we do here. Thank you so much again, guys, for tuning in, and I'll talk to you next week.